Hey guys, Gaming Engineer back here. So this is round 2 of the Manufacturers' Cup in the 911 GR.3 Porsche over at Monza with no chicane this time, so that's an important note, no chicane. Not a strong track for me. I've never been too comfortable with Monza, even in F1. So qualifying P8 was a decent effort. I was quite happy with that. I surprised myself basically because everyone that I had spoken to had warned me before this race started that the 911 would get eaten up on the straights, and it did. In qualifying I noticed that. I did a few trial runs while I was practicing and noticed Sector 2s and starting in Sector 3, perfect, brilliant, no problem. Around the corners, there's my car there, new livery finally finished. But Sector 1 and towards the end of 3 where the long straights are, it didn't have the balls to do it. So Blue Bloss, big shout out to him, he's cool man, he was a good racer. BigBruceTheShark's a bit of a cunt, you'll see that later on in the video, he's a dick. And then RazorEagle as well, another asshole that shouldn't be on Gran Turismo basically. And I think that's it for all the pricks in this race. Everyone else was pretty good. Apologies if you watched it yesterday, the live stream. Hay fever's been kicking my butt, so I was a bit scratchy yesterday. Smooth Trail's amazing, I love him. So yeah, I was a bit scratchy yesterday, so apologies if you heard it and you were like, this guy sounds like a dick. Well, I was trying, so sorry. Anyway, opening laps, not too bad. First, second, third lap. I was making good positions, got up to 7th. Not scrappy. Nothing really to complain about. There's a few mistakes that I made. You know, I can't lie. I'd be an idiot if I said I didn't make any mistakes because the video evidence is right there. Second Lesmo, I came off, touched the dirt, spun. Well, that didn't spin, but I got a bit loose onto the grass and things like that. So, you know, I did make mistakes. Sector 3, last sweeping corner, I was just losing a lot of time there as the tires wore. Tire deg was pretty big on this one. The toe was absolutely huge. I'm not even joking. I think it was overpowered. This first lap, you'll see everybody weaving, just trying to break this toe because it was just so profound. It was just uncharacteristic of this track. I've been on this track a few times, and the toe that was on this was just not natural. But anyway, it is what it is, and you made it work. See, a couple guys went off there. Everyone underestimated cold tires on the first corner. I get a good run on Coal World. It is. Whoops. He gets a 1-second penalty. You'll see him spin out coming up right there. So that gave me 7th. It gifted me 7th. And I have Blue Bloss pressuring me, and he's amazing. He was so quick in that V-dub. He's brilliant. But I managed to keep him at bay, and then playing catch up to Village NZ. He's amazing. I've raced him before multiple times, and I enjoy racing with him. Very clean, very hard, very fair. You see I'm nailing Lesmo too pretty consistently. First, second, third, maybe even 4th lap. I think the 4th lap is where, or maybe 5th lap is where I have the trouble. And once I've lost that position, I'm in the clutches of the people like RazorEagle and BigBruceTheShark. It just turned to shit, really, unfortunately. You know, excuse the language, but it was just so disappointing to have a strong race up until that point, and then just have people blatantly ruin it. It's just unfortunate. You know, I counted 11 times BigBruceTheShark taps my right hand door down the straight. There's no need for it. There was no curves coming up, there's no turns, there was nothing else other than him just being a dick. So it's things like that. RazorEagle dive bombing down the inside. That's, you know, it is what it is. You let it go. But 8th, you know, I started 8th, finished 8th. I'm happy. Clearly not, but it was a solid race from a Porsche that shouldn't have done well, put it that way. So I'll let you watch the opening laps, and I'll come back when I mess up. Enjoy. Coming up to Curva Dolorogia, you'll see I make a mistake on the exit at turn 5. I drop a wheel in the dirt right there, and it just unsettles the car that much that Blue Bloss basically catches up to me and kills the lead that I had built up over him. So unfortunately, that just goes to show the little mistakes that you make on a high-speed track equate to a very, very big loss. Especially if you have someone as clean as Blue Bloss following behind you who makes no mistakes. That sets you back tenfold basically, and in a car that doesn't have good straight line speed, I was just costing myself a position. You'll see Wiz had a penalty, that's how I catch up to him. It was no magic, it's just basically he slowed down. And all I was hoping for now is to recoup that lead that I had over Blue Bloss to safeguard 7 using Wiz as the tow. He was a tow vehicle, I needed that pull down this straight and especially down the main straight, only because Blue Bloss and everyone else, RazorEagle was starting to catch up as well. I noticed him in the mirror. They had a bigger advantage down the toe. Now I knew there wasn't a position there. He made his case in point very clear where he positioned the car. So I went down the inside just to get an inside track, nice exit, nice line, and use that speed advantage to close the door on him and basically get up onto his bumper just to use that toe. That's all I wanted. Unfortunately, I got a bit ahead of myself using this toe. It was so powerful that I was closing him up real quick. So you'll see he puts me on the outside, and now that was a smart move. I used it later on. Down the outside you can't pass. You'll see him there. I tried to turn in, he closed the door. There was no move there. I lost speed, and that's allowing Blue Bloss to catch me up again. But I learned my lesson. That was a move I used after that. Everyone that tried to pass me down Curva Grande, that first right-hander, I basically sent them on the outside, and that did not work. You cannot pass there. You'll see Lesmos was troubling me. I wasn't having too good of a time. Tires were dying, and that's where the dirt drop happened, lap 4. So it cost me a couple places. Blue Bloss got by, and then that allows RazorEagle to catch up, and that's just when it was a world of hurt. Basically, it was not good. You see him come down the inside. There was no move there, so he barges me a little bit. No reason to do that, but that's just how he is. I knew that's what he's like. So I let him go knowing he'd basically outbrake himself, which he did. Just biding my time. He runs wide. I get a better exit because the car's a lot more balanced than his, and I managed to reclaim that place back, but unfortunately it wasn't over with him. I was hoping it would be, but it just didn't end there until he barged past. So I'll let you watch that, and we'll get into Big Bruce the Shark. So you'll see I get a bad exit out of Curva de la Roggia again, turn 5, and that allows RazorEagle. Now I've closed the door into Lesmo 1, there's no room, and yet he pushes me aside, gets the inside track, and then pushes me wide. So BigBruceTheShark cuts me down the inside as well. No need for it. I don't see why you felt the need to barge on the inside dive bomb, and then furthermore hit me so that I'm pushed towards the gravel. I don't understand that. But that's who he is, and that's what he races like. I get a good tow out of BigBruceTheShark, send it down the inside, outbrake him. I knew I got the move done. No hard feelings, I thought, because there was no contact. And yet he seems to have taken it upon himself to want to punt me for some reason. He gets a better exit, gets the tow, gets alongside me. I send him down the outside because I know you can't pass there. So it's all clean through here, I'm assuming. No hard feelings. I'm racing with the mindset that there was no contact, so, you know, I'm not sure if there's a problem or not. And you'll see he gets the tow because it was so overpowered. He gets the tow. And I close the door. And then there's the hitting. There's no need for it. There's no reason to do that other than to just be a cunt. Like I just don't get it. I'm at a loss for words. I don't see the reason to do that. I could have dive bombed him down the inside there, but I didn't because that's unsportsmanship, and it's just not fair. I could have dive bombed him down the inside here because he left the door open. But again, why would you? You don't need to because you're just being a dick. So I'm just staying on his rear bumper. Again, dive bomb him like RazorEagle did, and then you see. So I just don't get the need for it, you know. It's not like he swerved to make the exit. He already committed his line to the entry of the corner. So for him to go left, jerk left, because I was on the outside, I was never going to make the move. I was never going to make a move stick there. I was down the outside to carry enough speed through the corner to catch him on the second Lesmo, but he just deemed it fit that he wanted to hit me towards the gravel, and then he has the balls to blame me later on. So it's sort of, I just don't understand the mentality of people that do that. I mean, I got a corner cut there. I was pretty pissed at that point. 1 second penalty didn't matter to me. But to be blatantly disrespectful like that really does suck. It ruins the whole point of an online competition competing for points in an FIA series. It really just doesn't make sense to me, but that's about as bad as it got. So you won't hear me complain after this. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thank you.